what's going on, everyone? Appreciate everybody that came through earlier today. I think there was what was a twin that came through, Trill came through, and I think another one came through. I think so on behalf of twin. So appreciate y'all for coming through earlier. Hope everybody had a good Friday. You know what I mean? Staying safe and everything. It's most important. Gotta stay safe out here. Really do. So, but yeah, Alright, so like I said earlier, I was going to pick up where I left off, which was the last two games of the regular season. Yeah, the last two games of the regular season. And I think one of them is Vegas. They are in second place, and I think they're second place, and I'm first place. Matter of fact, before I get to doing this, let me see what the record says. 'Cause they're like right there with me. So, yep, yep. So I have to win. I have to beat them. Well, I mean, not that I have to, but it's like I would like to be number one. That way I have home court in the West. But Vegas is one of the teams I gotta play. So if they happen to win, that'll be three in a row for them, and that'll be two losses in a row for me. So I lost the last game I played. I lost to when I played earlier on the stream. I was playing against Phoenix, and lost to them. Phoenix is like second to last, but that's why you can't really. It's almost like a trap game in a sense. You look at the record and you're like, oh man, like there's no way that they could win, but they got nothing to lose, nothing to play for. It's like they'll do anything at you. So. But it's a chance that me and Vegas could end up tied. Only if they beat me. So if I beat them, it's basically done. I'll have first place. Connecticut is first in the East. Chicago is second. They're like neck and neck. Also, I don't know what their season series is. I don't know like what their which call it is. But let's just cut that off now because I'm about to won't be able to hear the music in the game and all the other stuff going on. But like I was saying, yeah. So it could be a situation with them too. I don't know what their schedule is if they got to play each other within the last two games or whatever. But they're both in the postseason, so there'll be one or two, just like I'll be one or two with Vegas. So um, Vegas is pretty good team. Matter of fact, let me see what they're doing statistically. I mean, of course, Asia Wilson. I mean, she's averaging 28 and 15 if you round it off. Um, but they're missing a few players. They're missing actually key players. With Alicia Clark and Jackie Young. But they still got Kelsey Plum. She's probably gonna throw up a bunch of threes. Um, Asia can shoot it. Asia is in real life. I mean, she's probably the best player in the WNBA. So But I mean, overall it's 99. So that played every game, started every game. So it's gonna be a tough task. So I'm probably gonna have to end up guarding her at some point. Um, if I don't have to guard her the whole game, but we'll see. I gotta see what my lineup looks like though, because I don't want to like jump into it and then the lineup is a little off. So, is it this? Yeah, okay. So let's see. It's probably going to be between me and Ezzy to guard what's her name? Asia Wilson. So I definitely gotta give her some more. It's like I would give her more minutes, but at the same time I don't wanna it's like I don't wanna risk it because you don't wanna like re-aggravate the shoulder injury that she has. So she's definitely gonna get more minutes for sure. I don't know why she only has 7 minutes, but let me see. 'Cause she came in last game. I think she had like how many did she have? She had yeah, I think she made two threes. Yep, two threes, but she played well. But that's another body. Well, not really, because she's a guard. So, but still, um, Mercedes Russell, uh, Gubin power forward. Okay. All right. Let's get it going. Oh wait, I gotta go and fix something real quick. Oh wait, not this. It's here, and let's see. I thought I had more pairs. That's how many pairs I have. Okay, so. Da, 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 go with that. Probably another home game. I think the last game, if I'm not mistaken, is against or it's an away game. I think. Let me see. Yep, at Phoenix. Last time I played Phoenix, I won by 9. I think before that, um, what's Phoenix? Oh, right here. Okay, so I won by 9 twice against them. So, um, did I play again? Oh, I lost. Okay, so with Phoenix, I think so. I played them 3 times already. I think I won 2 of them. So Phoenix got that dang Diana Taurasi. Even though I think she's 40. She might be like 41 on here, but let me see real quick. Diana Taurasi. Okay, she's 42 on here. This is my no, this is my first year. I think this is my first year. So, um, the last time we played them, she had 34. They lost, but she had 34. So, I personally don't mind if well, I kind of do mind, but at the same time, if she gets 34 and we win, I'm good with that. So, I mean, because it's like any ounce of room that they have on the outside to shoot, they're gonna let it fly. That's crazy, but. And just ask Caitlin Clark. Just ask Caitlin Clark and Mitchell. I forgot her first name. Kelsey Mitchell, I think. Yeah, ask Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark. Those two, at least on here, when they have any ounce of room, space, they are going to let it. Oh, let me make sure, because they be changing this stuff. Okay. Um, any ounce of room, they're gonna let it fly. It's crazy, and they be making it a lot. Just like Rickey Jackson from LA. Um, so yeah.
Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. And tonight we've got the Las Vegas Aces playing against the Seattle Storm. With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, this is an interesting time of the year, to say the least.
A lot of teams have a lot of different priorities at this point. For the teams on their way to the postseason, that means staying healthy.
Yeah, and for the teams that are not in the mix, that aren't going to make the playoffs, it's still important.
So most likely I'm at the guard.
Experience the players who might not get it otherwise.
We'll see. If it's Wilson, it's Wilson.
Off the tip, it's Seattle.
So be it. It is Wilson. All right. She's guarding me.
Now here is Ogumake. Outside Lloyd.
See how this goes.
Ogumake sets a screen. Takes the three. Jewel Lloyd, and that's good.
The sick handles of Lloyd, it works well in the two-player game. It puts defenders into a tough spot.
Now here is Hayes. Back to Plum.
So I guess to focus as much as I can on her.
Plum can't hit.
Didn't come away with points, but they'd be happy if every possession ended with that shot.
From deep, Skylar Diggins-Smith. And the Storm, another three.
The lefty knocks down the tray. Well, Diggins-Smith is a great driver of the ball, so defenders almost have to make a choice with her.
Now here is Hayes. Pass to Plum.
I was just talking about it earlier. Kelsey Plum let it fly. She did right away.
They just keep going right at each other from deep.
A little one-on-one action we've got on our hands here, Tim.
I'm not complaining.
Here's McGregor. Up top, Diggins-Smith. Outside Lloyd. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Egbo pulls it in. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. Plum, guarded by Diggins-Smith. And she gets the bucket.
I admire Hayes' vision. I mean, she's pretty much aware and alert of everything happening on the court.
Well, with the career Kelsey Plum has had, it's safe to say she's lived up to the hype.
Multiple-time All-Star, league MVP, 2 titles. Yeah, I'd say she has. Clearly one of the most complete and popular players in the league.
Now here is Hayes. Pass to Bell. Up top, Wilson.
Is that Kirsten Bell?
6 to shoot. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Neko Ogumake.
When you think about dominant players in the league, A'ja Wilson right now is the first person that comes to mind.
Well, her game really speaks for itself, doesn't it? And then you factor in all the awards, all the accomplishments, and like you said, she has to be at the top of your list.
And in 2023, A'ja Wilson won her second straight Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, with all that she does, we almost take Wilson's D for granted at this point. She's got those 2 MVPs, the 2 championships. But A'ja led the WNBA in defensive rating in 2023. I mean, Wilson is a player who controls the paint on both ends.
Three-pointer Kelsey Plum. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Tiffany Hayes.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Now here is Lloyd. Lets it go from deep. find the hole, her second miss, and she is now 1 for 3. Pass to Bell. Plum. Hayes with it. Wilson outside. Over Ogumake. And it's Wilson missing.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
Outside Lloyd. Over to the wing. Here's the 3. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
You know, the D pays so much attention to Lloyd, it allows others to get open looks. One reason Lloyd is a valuable offensive talent.
Now here is Hayes. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Outside Plum. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Lloyd. Rebound by the Aces.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Pass
It's
to
only
Plum.
the first quarter. Slipping.
Back to Wilson. A kick out to Hayes. That's good, and it's Asia Wilson with the assist.
Takes pride in each performance. Hayes is the centerpiece of everything her team does.
Inside. Here's Lloyd. Great D that time from Tiffany Hayes.
Her strokes looked a little shaky this quarter. Not much is hitting the target.
Here's Plum. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
You know, when we talk about players who just get better during the offseason, that put in the work, Kelsey Plum has got to be high on that list.
Yeah, she was the first overall pick back in 2017, and she struggled her first
Well, not
few years.
already.
Didn't shoot a great percentage, but Plum's really improved on her game. She's been top 5 and most improved player 3 different times, and now one of the best scoring guards in the W.
Well, there's no question that the Las Vegas Aces have established themselves as the gold standard of the W.
Yeah, we know.
And the Aces will go for a different look here.
That's my matchup right there. Boy, I mean, she has everything that well, I mean, every category is better than mine, so.
And here's Martin. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Wilson outside. Down low. Evens things up with that basket. Her second of 4, shooting 50%.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Pass to Williams. Shot to stop the run. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
There has not been much defense to speak of yet, has there?
Nope. It's been all offense all the time here early.
Here's Gray. And the Aces tack on 2 more.
A hard worker who is always getting better. Gray's mid-range game is pretty fine-tuned now.
Outside, Diggin Smith. They set the pick. Here's Williams. Off target from outside. Gray outside. Here's Polson. Oh, no good trying to beat the buzzer. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Aces ahead. They're up by 8. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a Guys, what's your take on the Aces so far?
This team's on the same page. They're right where they need to be on offense.
Yeah, they're on the same page, the same chapter, you know, whatever you want to call it. And they're hitting their scorers right when they need to, making scoring just easy for them.
So reliable, guys. Her offense, it doesn't come and go. It's always there.
She tries for three. Martin pulls it in. Pass to Gray. Here's Colson. Now Martin. 6 on the shot clock. Chelsea Gray for three. Dreams it from beyond the arc.
A big-time offensive talent who can score points from all over the floor. Gray can punish defenses from deep.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Taylor grabs the board.
Well, I mean, to me at least, Brian, it looked like it was going to be an easy 2 points there.
You're right, Tim, and she's got some angry words for herself after that miss.
To the inside. Chelsea Gray with some nice defense. Now the Aces with it. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Chelsea Gray missing again. Horston with it. She's against Gustafson. 2 minutes now played in this second quarter. Gray outside. Martin. And another miss by Las Vegas. Now Queen. Pass to Holmes. Up top, Diggins-Smith. Gets it to go from downtown.
Well, Diggins-Smith gets set up to shoot there. And the receiving end of the pass for once. Love the confidence she has in her shot.
Here's Wilson. Another field goal for her. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
She's been one of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
Time called here. The Storm decide to talk it over. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into this second quarter. Pass to Holmes. Up top, Diggins-Smith. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Wilson. She's got 12. And stolen by Horston. 2 on none. No one back to stop it. Here's Lloyd. And she makes that one.
Look at how eagerly Lloyd runs the floor, and that's what coaches appreciate. She knows better than to waste the fast break chance.
Gray left side. Here's Wilson. Good, and it's Chelsea Gray who picks up the assist.
Nice low post offense.
Outside Lloyd. And here's Holmes. Outside Diggins-Smith. Tries it from 19, and the jumper is good.
Yeah, she certainly is not the one to blame for them being in the hole today. She's been right on the money.
Gray outside. Pass to Colson. Now here's Wilson. Colson guarded by Diggins-Smith. Egbo. Taylor grabs the board. Seattle with the ball. Off the mark, had a
chance there to trim it to single digits. Gray outside. Pass to Hayes. Olsen. Back to Hayes. Wilson left side. It's good.
A strong combination of finesse and skill. And look, when Wilson's rolling, keep feeding her the ball.
Outside Lloyd. Holmes to the left side wing. Here's Taylor. It's hauled in by Tiffany Hayes, with the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
They should jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Chelsea Gray for three. Storm with the rebound. Outside Lloyd. Pass to Diggins Smith. Back to Lloyd. And here is Diggins Smith. That falls. Nice feed that time from Drew Lloyd. And the Aces with possession. Gray outside. Here's Hayes. This one for three. Taylor grabs the board.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Just 5 to shoot. 13 feet out. Rebounded by Colson.
Offensively, she's hurting them more than she's helping them this quarter.
Gray, pass to Colson. Gray outside. From 17 feet out. The shot that time not on target.
Looks like she used up all her makes in the last quarter because nothing is going her way since the horn. She is a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they would be if she was not having this kind of a quarter.
And the call will go against Drew Lloyd. That'll be her second foul of the game. The Aces making a switch.
Shit, thought it was a timeout.
Here's Egbo. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Outside Hayes. Pass to Plum. There's the three. Count that as her 7th field goal in 10 tries. She's shooting a nifty 70%.
The sweet lefty stroke of Kelsey Plum, dialed in from distance.
Picked by Russell. Lloyd from long range. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Yeah, look, we know the story of the first quarter. She had trouble hitting any shots with any real efficiency, but in the second quarter, she's turned it around.
Pass to Plum. Let's go with a three. Another three for Las Vegas.
Well, if you hit a three on Plum's team, you just know Kelsey wants to respond in kind.
Now here is Lloyd. Beyond the arc. Plum with the rebound.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open. I mean, maybe that's why she missed.
And for the #1 pick in the 2015 WNBA draft, it's safe to say that Jewel Lloyd has lived
How
up
many
to the
did she
hype.
not make?
Lloyd has been a steady, reliable scorer ever since
No,
she was
literally, we
selected
just
with
talked
the
about
top
this
pick.
before.
Now in her 30s, she
Started.
continues to be a key cog in this
I
team's
know how
offense.
she is.
Picked by Agumake. Pass to Taylor. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Well, a hot start from long range for them, but they've gotten away from shooting the three.
Especially in
And
the second
trailing
half.
in this game
third quarter,
now
really.
is not the time to start playing conservatively. If you've got an open look from deep, fire it up. You have my permission.
Plum can't hit. Queen with the ball. She has 5.
left side.
Ball to the basket.
5 to shoot. Over Gustafson. Ogumake misses.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Plum, covered by Lloyd. Pass to Bell, and here's Hayes. It's hauled in by Williams. Here's Taylor. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And the first half now in the book. Aces ahead. They lead by 12. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Getting back to the action now, it's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. Plum has been sensational.
She put on a show from three-point range in the first half. We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect on her.
Well, we'll soon find out because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding her the rock beyond the arc until she does cool off.
26 at halftime, so Wilson at 16. So I was talking about, I literally at the beginning of this was just talking about like how any ounce of breathing room for Kelsey Plum, she's probably gonna make it. And she made 7 in the first half, 7 threes. It's just, I got a lot of work cut out, especially when, you know, as a whole, we're not doing that well. What do they shoot from the field? 53% and 53 from 3. It's crazy, but yeah, just gotta step it up.
And here are the aces now.
Almost feel like putting Drew
Pass to
Boyd
Bell.
on
Expanding her range. Storm with the rebound. Now here is Queen. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2. It's on Queen Egbo.
What a play in attack mode and get inside.
And the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The first one falls. And so she hits both. Now Plum. Jacks up a 3. Up and in. That's her 10th make in the contest, and she's only taken 13 shots to get there.
8 of them was threes.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Screen by McBagor. Jewel Lloyd with the 3. The rebound by Asia Wilson. Pass to Plum. Outside Hayes. Back to Plum. Clock at 6. The high post shot. Yes, it's good.
She's really pummeled these defenders today, no matter who has been on her.
Now McBagor to the paint. Lloyd can't connect from short range. Outside Plum. Pass to Bell. Trying her luck from deep. It's rebounded Rebounded by Seattle. Outside, Diggin Smith. Here's Magdagor. Screen by Magdagor. Jewel Lloyd with the three. Basket number 5 goes in. She's now 5 for 12 from the floor.
Well, Lloyd loves to punish teams from downtown. She'll take that shot whenever she can.
Pass to Egbo. And stolen by Lloyd. Green with the ball. Finished off the break.
Put herself in a great position to finish that break off.
Yeah, and that right there is just a great read of how the play was developing and where the ball was going.
Such high basketball IQ.
Here's Egbo, defended by Magdagor. It's stolen by Ogumake. Here's Taylor. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jewel Lloyd.
And things, they're really tightening up now, guys. Their offense has been really unstoppable of late.
Yeah, and I don't know why it took them as long as it did to finally get things going, but you know what they say, Tim, it's better late than never.
And I'm happy because finally we got a good game.
Pass to Plum. The three is up. Nailed from three-point land.
But get your popcorn ready. Her performance from long range has been something to behold, something to admire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's been her shot today.
Outside, Diggin Smith. That's good again. And her 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
You love that. Leading by example. Tough hoop from Diggin Smith. You just want that from your point guard.
Egbo, defended by Magdagor. Pass to Wilson. Wing shot on the way. That one a tad offline to the right, but it drops in for her. Here's Diggin Smith. She's got 17. Back to Lloyd. The three. Plum with the rebound. Here's Las Vegas. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside Hayes. Pass to Wilson. 6 to shoot. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. She's taken just 10 shots.
And Wilson likes asserting her dominance inside, just brushing off the defense.
Outside Lloyd. Screen by Magdagor. For 3. Jewel Lloyd, and that's good.
Perfect swing there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
And Tiffany Hayes, here we go. Kicks it out to Wilson. Plum. There's the triple. Taylor grabs the board. The Storm trail. Here's Diggin Smith. Las Vegas grabs the miss. Outside Hayes. Pass to Egbo. Outside Plum. Hayes with it. Defended by Magdagor. They get the rebound. A nice shot by Wilson.
Well, a focal point of Wilson's game is crashing the glass. And she really just refuses to quit on any play.
Time called here. The Storm decide to talk it over.
If I did that, offensive.
Diggins Smith. 17 points in the game. Pass to Agumake. Horston. Skylar Diggins Smith outside. The rebound by Asia Wilson. Both teams making substitutions here. Tries to break her ice. And there's a nice layup by Gray.
And Gray getting it done on the inside. Like seeing her be so aggressive, looking to score from that spot in the court.
One of the best free agent signings of late, Chelsea Gray going to Las Vegas.
I mean, you talk about a game changer. The Aces have been the #1 seed in each of her first 3 years in Sin City, winning 2 titles over that span. Gray's been a huge part of the success in Las Vegas.
Lets the 3 fly. The shot will not fall. Green with the ball. 12 points for her. Ogumake sets a screen. 4 on the clock. Pass to Taylor. Fires from deep. Gets that one to drop. That's one of her 5 shots she's made while missing 7 others. The Aces with the lead. Now here's Gray. Now Gustafson. Martin. Queen covering. Plum from outside. Buries it from 3-point range.
Just like,
She's doing everything for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, she's had an answer.
Pass to
I
Holmes.
almost feel like going to guard her, so that way I can go
Up top, Diggins Smith.
around the screens that they sell for her instead of
Now Holmes. Now here is Queen. 15 points in the game. Williams, Gray defending. Williams can't get it to go. Here's Martin. Queen covering. Outside Plum. Shoots over Diggins Smith. Misses the J after tricking the D with a nifty pass fake. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Aces on top. They lead by 12. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this.
And Wilson too. It's like Wilson is doing it quite.
And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the 4th. Now Queen. Las Vegas grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is right at the top of the list.
And it's the Storm with the ball. A 12-point game. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Seattle, Jordan Horston. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. She hits the second from the line. Here's Gray. Pass to Martin. And here's Colson. From beyond the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Here's Williams. 4th quarter of basketball, we're about 1 minute into it. Taylor. Back to Williams. Launches it. Martin pulls it in. And the Aces with possession. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Wilson the screen. Martin, no bueno. A difficult situation for Seattle. Here's Taylor. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jewel Lloyd.
If there's one person that knows how to get it done, it's her. Great job from the three-point line this half.
Wilson outside. Shoots over Russell. Wilson no good. And the Storm with possession. Right side, Lloyd. Pass to Taylor. Williams. Outside, Lloyd. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Here's Horston. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
First personal foul.
They've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. The second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
That one's off.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite the deficit.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Tim, right? I mean,
Yeah.
another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
You got to force the issue when you're down, as you were saying.
Here's Hayes. And the basket is good.
A gritty player who gives 110% effort whenever she's out on the court. Hayes just does not quit.
Pass to Taylor. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Gray with it. And Williams picks her up defensively. 2 points. That one goes in.
With a willingness to push the tempo and out-hustle opponents, Gray is a dangerous fast break option.
Now here is Queen. Shoots the three. That'll fall for her 7th bucket. 7:50 in this game.
We're seeing her bring that shooting percentage up now, which is good to see because the first half was a real struggle for her.
Gray outside. Pass to Hayes. Back to Gray. From deep. Hits it from 3-point range.
Her first 3 of the half, second of the game. Can she heat up?
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now for this fourth quarter. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. 3-pointer. Wilson pulls it down. Pass to Colson. Shoots a 3. It's rebounded by Seattle.
She's had an off game, but her team has been able to pick up the slack and get it done here today.
Here's Taylor. Sinks the triple.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
Pass to Gray. Off with the layup.
If only she can improve on what's been a shaky day for her, they could really stretch this lead out, don't you think?
Here's Taylor. Forced in the screen. And again, Seattle with a triple.
She's made an impact with the 3-point shot today. And guess what? That's another big one.
Yeah, and that's where she's been getting
I
her
didn't even see
points.
what-
And with a couple more out there, man, we've really got a ball game on our hands.
Paying attention to that.
Pass to Colson. Launches a 3. Forced in with the rebound.
It's been that kind of a game for her, but look, the team is still winning, so keep your head up and just try to move on and be better from this.
Russell with it.
Hey, what's going on, Didi? Hope you had a good
Asia
Friday.
Wilson grabs the board.
You having a good evening as well.
To the middle. They get a hand on it. Pass to Taylor. Russell with the screen.
Oh, come on.
break,
Yes,
Las
indeed.
Vegas. Here's Colson.
Okay.
Great pass to set up the
That's
land.
Yeah, well, with eagle-eyed vision,
always good to
Hayes has
hear.
earned a reputation as a capable distributor.
Playing really. Just
Here's Lloyd. Pass to Russell.
taking it
It's
at a
Gabby
time.
Williams on the wing. Back to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by Russell. Shoots. And she buries that
You know,
one.
just,
Rolling the rim on the way down.
She's leading the way offensively.
This Chillin.
Can they ride her back into it?
We go
Timeout
by
called
pretty
for
fast.
Aces.
Looks like the coach saw some things out there that need adjusting, and it's going to take a little
At least
time to
that's
talk
how I
it
see
over.
it. It
Yeah,
came
never a
and went
bad idea to
pretty
use a
fast, so,
timeout
you
if
know.
there's something that's got
But
you
you know,
concerned.
it's another decent. And you know, I was in somebody kept asking for you earlier. You probably might know who that is. Or who that was. I was asking about you. I was in her live earlier. Yep, you know, she kept saying your name wrong like crazy, like verbally saying it. She was like, what'd she say? She was like, where's Doo-Doo? Where's Dodie?
Left side, Plum.
I'm like, huh?
Kicks it out to Wilson.
That's not her name.
The tray.
Oh,
And it's good. Assisting on the play was
You know.
Kelsey Plum.
Well, it's a commitment to playing the game the right way that has allowed
Why
Wilson
every time,
to achieve
you know,
soaring heights at such a young age.
I always asking for you.
And here is Diggins Smith. Here's Taylor. And it's Queen with the foul.
Oh
That is her
my
first
gosh.
foul of the game.
3 turnovers already in the 4. She's not making things any easier
But
for
yeah,
them.
she was.
Yeah, she has got
yeah,
some
I'm
making
like-
up to do for all of these
Yeah, she had a
miscues.
live earlier
But let's
this
just
morning,
focus on priority
which was
number
like
one, and that's playing
real
smart
late over
basketball.
there, and so just
to
popped in
Hayes.
just to say hey. All of a sudden, started asking for you.
Up top, Wilson.
And then I said
Over Queen. Again,
to
Las
her, I
Vegas.
said, I'm like,
A
why?
smart player with good intangibles.
I said, what did I
Wilson's
say?
a
I was
consistent
like,
scoring
I was like,
threat
how come?
whenever she's out on the court.
I was like, how come Didi was asking Didi for me in
Now
another
here's
live?
Lloyd.
And then she
She's
just
guarded
laughed
by
and didn't
Hayes.
answer the question.
Pass to
But
Taylor.
of course,
Back to Lloyd. The 3. Rebound by the Aces.
It's
like,
a
this is
+5
crazy.
advantage for them in the rebounding category after that
come
one.
on now.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
It was ridiculous, but
Outside Hayes. Shot clock at 6.
yeah,
And here's Egbo.
Keeps
Defended by
doing it, too.
McElroy. 3-pointer Kelsey Plum. Kept
Very
alive.
relentless.
Wilson. Basket counts.
When Wilson gets the rock down low, it's almost automatic. So effective close in.
Yeah.
Outside Lloyd. Ogumake sets a screen.
she commented on
And it's Lloyd.
one of my
missing.
videos earlier.
Hard
She
to figure out why she
she
didn't
said
bury
Tom.
that one. Not a defender near her.
Outside Hayes.
She even verbally said Tom too. I'm
Back
like,
to Plum.
it's crazy.
Wilson left side. That shot, no good. Here's Seattle. They trail by 16. Pass to Diggins Smith. Yes, indeed.
yeah.
It is good. That's her 8th make against 14 attempts.
Ain't nobody else in there know who
Mechanically
no Tom
sound,
was.
even on unconventional shots. And Diggins Smith does a pretty good job of
It
playing
was
to her
crazy.
strengths.
And now Egbo, defended by Magbagor.
It was just yeah.
Now here's Egbo. Defense is right there. Yep,
Wow.
that one goes.
Might as well tack a few more points in the lead, I suppose. This is going to be a dominant win for them.
Dominant is the right word for it, Tim.
I needed to
This
win
one
this
was
game,
about
too.
as one-sided as it gets.
One-way traffic, jeez.
Here's Diggins Smith. It's
Yeah,
hauled in by the
that's
Aces.
how that went.
Plum with it. Pass to Wilson. Over Queen. Wilson with
Oh my-
the buckets.
oh my, this is
And they're not
insanity.
finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're
Always
not
asking
taking
about-
any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
Now
Just never
McBagor.
fails. Never fails. No matter what happens, no
Up
matter where I
top,
go,
Higgins-Smith.
no matter where I run into her at, she's
Yes, and it's
asking.
McBagor who gets the assist.
I could even be over there where she is. She'll still ask where you are. Like, really?
Now here is Hayes.
Okay. All right. So we lost by what? 16? Boy. It's just the other people just didn't. It's just weird. It's like, why can't we just get a game where like everybody plays well? You know, I don't. God. 43 for Plum, 33 for I mean, like, why this gotta happen to me? Why the teams I play against, it's like their star player goes crazy or star players go crazy. 43 and 33. That's just not even right. 12 threes for, and I mentioned this earlier before I even started this game. I said any ounce of room for three for Kelsey Plum, she's gonna let it fly, and she did. She had she shot 16 threes, only missed four. That's crazy. That's like what else can you do? Especially when she's running off those screens.
So it's the Aces winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says an awful lot about this team.
Yeah, Blake, I guess they don't need home cooking, like, you're cooking from your mom to feel at home. Just a masterful performance all around for them.
And that's a wrap, everyone.
I tried. But it's like when you have a player that makes 12 threes, I mean, like, what else are you supposed to do? Like, it's insanity. Let's see. Last game of the season is against Phoenix. So, since we're in Phoenix, what are they, purple? Yeah, that's basically how that went. You know, it was just like it was weird. It was funny. I mean, it was fun in there, but at the same time, like, um, always asking for somebody is just like after a while, it's like, come on, man. What was the temperature there today? Or, well, I should say Friday since it's Saturday now over here. But what you know what the temperature was? Was it warm? Was it hot outside or anything like that? Oh, let me check the standings so I can see. Um, yep. So they are one game back of me. I mean, if they win and I lose, we'll be tied. But I think I'll get the tiebreaker only because I beat them out of the what 3 times? Actually, it might be split though. I think it's split, so I don't. So I have to win this. I can't lose to Phoenix, um, who is second to last in the West and probably third to last in the. Okay, so they're Pretty much at the bottom. But Vegas is no joke. No joke. So
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Seattle Storm going up against the Phoenix Mercury. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. And last one of the year for both of these teams, and that can be a bittersweet feeling if there's no postseason in your future.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at it two ways. Playoffs, which is what everybody wants to get to, or taking some time off and getting ready for next year.
Well, nobody wants to think about this being it, right? But that's the harsh reality of our sport.
Rossi outside. They set the pick. Plenty of space. It's hauled in by Diggins Smith.
launching the threes already.
Pass to Taylor. Outside Lloyd. Cans it from downtown.
Well, Lloyd loves to punish teams from downtown. She'll take that shot whenever she can.
Rossi outside. Back to Cloud. Now Copper. Billings. Queen covering. Cloud outside. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game.
Showing that competitive fire. Natasha Cloud takes pride in coming back with a 3 of her own.
Pass to Magvigor. Diggins Smith shoots over Cloud. And it's Diggins Smith missing.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than she misses when
Pretty
she
much
gets
the usual.
that much
Every
room.
time I go over there, it's the
Rossi,
same thing.
covered by
pretty much.
Lloyd.
Just a bunch of laughing and
Cloud, right
mispronouncing
side.
people's names. For our names.
And it's Seattle with the rebound. Puts up a 3. Here's Magvigor. And it's Billings with the rebound.
Yeah, remember that. I mean, that's not an opportunity she fails to convert very often.
Copper. Good D by Neko Gumake.
Another miss, once before here early.
And with how great she's been for over a decade now, it kind of feels like Neko Gumake is underrated.
I agree with that 100%. I mean, she's finished top 10 in MVP voting the last 2 years. Is basically the textbook stretch big. And Neka's done incredible work off the floor with the Players Association.
Now here's Copper. Pass to Tarasi. The tray. The Mercury with another miss. Now here is Queen. She's covered by Tarasi. Outside, Diggins Smith. Here's Taylor. Jacks up a 3. Score the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Pass to Billings. Reiner. Diana Taurasi on the wing. The Mercury with another miss.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
And here's Queen. She has 5. Out to Lloyd. Here's the 3. That one's a miss. Her third shot of the game. She's made one of them. Pass to Cloud. And here's Billings. To the paint. Reiner, good.
Not afraid to play rough and rugged. Griner shows the ability to power through contact.
Here's Taylor. That 3 off the mark. The Mercury trail. Screen by Griner. To the middle. Here's Billings. Can't connect from short range.
He only got a finger to that shot in the block attempt.
It was just as effective as a block. Made her completely change her release point and caused the miss.
Pass to Lloyd. It's good. The assist that time from Skylar Diggins-Smith.
I love when Lloyd takes these quick shots because she doesn't give the defense any time to react.
Copper outside. Launches a three. Buries it from three-point range.
Defense was pretty much non-existent there. Can't leave such a good shooter open like that. Come on.
Pass to Magdagor. Diggins-Smith. Shoots over Cloud. And that one's good. Diggins-Smith.
With fine-tuned basketball intelligence, Diggins-Smith consistently keeps herself a step ahead of her opponents.
Now here's Copper. They set the pick. Over to the wing. Here's Billings. And she wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Seattle leading. Ogumake with the ball. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Lloyd from long range. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound.
Rebounding is going to be a focal point for them in this one, fellas.
Yeah, Brian, it has been so far. They've already got a nice edge on the glass. She put that lead pass on a platter for her.
And here are the Storm now. Now Diggins-Smith. Pass to Taylor. Ogumake sets a screen. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Phoenix.
But one of the best stories of the 2023 season.
Hey, what's going on,
return of
Emily?
Brittany Griner.
Yeah, Mercury fans giving her a great welcome home.
You know what I mean?
Griner has a great relationship with these fans.
Hey, what's
She
going
spent
on,
her
Eve?
entire career in Phoenix, now over a decade.
Now here's Copper.
Hopefully you've been doing well. Appreciate you for coming through.
And the ball out of play. The Storm will have
The
it.
ball goes to Seattle.
Love you too, Eve. Appreciate you. Just chilling, you know.
Now here is Lloyd.
Glad all is well
He
on
has
your
5.
end. Glad you are continuing to stay
Pass to Taylor. From
blessed and
downtown.
everything.
The shot's
Nice.
good on the assist by Jewel Lloyd.
I like the way she's taking advantage of what
Just
the defense
chilling,
is
you know,
giving
in
her.
my own lane,
She's been a
as
key
always, as
contributor
you
for
know.
them this quarter.
Appreciate it, Emily.
Here's Griner, defended by Magdagor.
Watching you. Glad you. Yeah. I'm good. You know,
6 to shoot.
we keep in touch anyway, so
Griner up top.
glad to
Over
know.
Magdagor.
And
Top of the key jumper.
you
no
know,
good.
I just
And it's the Storm with the ball.
do my best to
It's a three-point game. Yep, that one
stay in
goes.
touch.
And the
You know what I'm
ball
saying?
handling
Because you're a
moves
real
of
one,
Jewel
so
Lloyd are just
that's-
so
that's-
clever. She has no problem
That's never
getting
gonna change.
creative
So
out
you
there.
know,
Here's Taylor. On
But,
the
you know,
wing,
glad you're good,
Talia
too.
Copper.
I don't know if you remember me mentioning Eve, but I think I said I was going to return the favor,
Pass to Taylor.
and that's
Copper
something I kept my
fires
word
the
to.
three. Taylor grabs the board.
Like when you did what you did the other day when you went live, I said I was
Outside,
going to do the
Diggins
same thing.
2 minutes.
Here's Williams.
So you know,
Williams sets the screen. Lloyd from long range. That
oh,
one,
come on.
no good.
Just like me,
What's that?
9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the three when she's left all
But
the
yeah, you know, I'm just staying blessed, staying encouraged, all that good stuff.
Drills the three-pointer.
Well, Copper can sometimes be a selective three-point shooter, so she must have been feeling that look.
Outside Williams. Pass to Taylor.
Oh,
And it's
how did
Brittany
that
Griner with
miss?
the rebound.
Great look. Disappointing, man.
It was up by a
What
lot. Now
happened
they
there?
caught
I
up.
mean, that shot's
But
almost
you
as
know,
good as
that's how it
automatic.
always
I don't
is.
know.
You get a big lead, and all of a sudden, come right back.
That
for a
misses.
rebound.
Had a chance to tie it there. Lloyd with it. Now guarded by Copper. Pass to Diggins-Smith.
Skyler.
Taylor grabs
Never
the board.
mind, Skyler. They would have made it though. I don't know why that is. If that was them that shot that layup, they would have made it for sure.
And here's Griner, guarded
Because
by
it's me.
Diggins-Smith.
Or
Hold that shot
see,
a little left, but
they made
bounce
this.
goes her way. And that makes it
It's
a
a
tie
tie
ball
game.
game. Outside Diggins-Smith. Lloyd. Pass to Taylor.
oh god, no.
The
Oh
steal.
come on.
Here's Copper. 6 points for her.
How's the weather been up there though? Eve, I don't know if he's still there, but how's the weather up there? I think it's raining right now. It's like light rain. But it's been like
Up again. No
It's
good
been,
on the last second attempt there. We're at the end of one.
as
and a
expected,
close game so
especially
far.
like
And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side
in
of this
Florida.
break.
I heard it was cold up there. You know, I'm from up there too, so you know. But it's been like,
Closely
I think from what
contested
I've
game here at the
seen
start of
or
the second
heard
quarter.
recently,
And what do you guys
it's
think
been
about
like
the
in the
mercury here in this one?
Lots of their points have come from shots
like in the
inside
40s
key.
or something
And
like that.
that's where they should
like, what?
continue to attack moving forward. I mean, why change the plan until they
I'm like,
make
that's
you?
odd.
Williams.
No matter
Like I remember one time when I used to live up there, it snowed. Like it snowed in when I was in school. I remember looking out the window, it was snowing heavily. I'm like, hold up, we in April? Or was it May? It might have been May. And it was snowing like crazy. It didn't stick, but it was like snowing heavily. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's insane.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Diggins-Smith
Oh, nice.
with it. Reiner's there. And Diggins-Smith gets it to go.
Consistently carrying a solid workload, Diggins-Smith has proven her ability to succeed at this level.
But it's
Now
humid
here's
though right
Cunningham.
now. So
Reiner.
even
Cloud,
this late at
guarded by
night, that
Diggins-Smith.
just lets you know that, you know, summertime
Pass to
is right
Taurasi.
around the corner.
Shoots.
No way.
The Mercury with another miss.
this game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Sky.
Diggins-Smith. Here's Ogumake.
Okay.
That one's in. Her first
That's what I'm
basket of the
talking
game.
about,
She is
Ogumake.
1 for 2.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more aggressive on the offensive glass.
It's paid off with the higher rate of second chance
It
buckets.
went in.
Great effort to build this
And
lead.
normally the team with more effort wins.
I couldn't even see who it was, but it probably was Taurasi. I wouldn't be surprised.
She is the last person on the list.
And here's Williams. She's got 5. Taylor, that's good.
They've really turned it around here in the second quarter after making under 40% from the field.
But yeah, hopefully everybody else out there is
It's rebounded by Seattle.
staying
Their
safe
game
out there. I
plan
heard
needs
what
to
happened.
change if they're going to get out of the hole because
I think it was in New York.
Their offense.
A helicopter
And she
crash.
gets the
I'm like,
bucket.
what
Yeah,
is
you'd love
going
to see
on
that
out here?
offensive mindset from Agumake.
All these
She's
aerial
constantly expanding her game.
Now here's Taurasi.
crashes and stuff.
He
It's
has
just
5.
crazy. You just have to stay prayed up. I cannot stress that enough. You know what I'm saying? So
Pass to Cloud. Reiner with the ball. Defended by Magdagor. Clock at 4. Reiner shot's good.
Honestly,
and I'm
when
going
she
on the
hits
fight
this
next
area of
month,
the court, you
man.
might as well
Prayers
quit.
are
It makes
heavy
Reiner
on that
almost
fight.
impossible to
Going
stop.
and coming back.
Just can't leave her out
So
there.
And here's Magdagor. Up top, Diggins-Smith.
Skyler.
Outside, Williams.
Do something.
It's over to Rossi. Williams can't get it to go.
It's
Phoenix
impossible to
trailing
get a
here.
rebound over Brittany Griner. She's like, what, 6'8"?
Rossi outside. Pass to Griner. That's tipped. Gabby Williams with the steal.
All the way.
And Diggin Smith gets it to go.
And they're shooting really starting to pick
I
up.
could have
here in the
passed that to
second quarter.
myself, and I'm
That ought to help
selfish.
them increase their separation. Impressive
I want
offensive
everybody else to
output.
score. I mean, I want to score
Now
too,
here's
but
Cloud.
everybody else get involved.
And in this league, Griner is just about as consistent as it gets. You get a great game from her more often than not, especially when it comes to scoring the rock.
First trip to the line for her here.
Grinder. 2 shots.
Shoot 2. And she knocks down the first one.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along, and I've been getting more and more engaged.
And it's paying dividends. I mean, they've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it here in the second.
Seattle in the lead. Right side, Diggin Smith. Pass to Taylor.
So try to get Gabby going. Never mind.
And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
4th team foul. At the line for the Storm. Simone Taylor. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And you look at the ratings for women's basketball in general, and man, they're exploding.
Well, of course, Caitlin Clark and her team in college shattering records back in her college days. I think we'll continue to see that happen in the W.
Well, the 2024 draft was by far the most watched of all time. So,
Yes, it
yeah,
was.
it's an exciting time in the league.
With, what's her name?
Now here's Cloud.
Caitlin Clark. Well, it was highlighted
Pass to
by
Taylor.
Caitlin Clark. And,
Griner with the ball.
What's the other one? Oh,
Clock at
injuries.
6.
So, height.
Over Magligore.
You see why.
The Mercury with
The
another
rebound.
miss.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is right at the top of the list.
A good communicator and decision maker, Diggin Smith takes pride in carrying her team.
Yeah, the lead is a little more comfortable.
Pass to Griner.
Just can't let him get back in.
Over Magligore. Nails the baby hook.
That's
She's
unguardable.
knocking down her shots today, but it
Tallest
unfortunately
person
hasn't
on the
really
court, so,
translated
you
to
know.
the scoreboard.
That's definitely your advantage right there.
Diggin Smith with it. 9 points in the game. There's Jewel Lloyd with the 3. It's rebounded by Phoenix.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
Now here is Queen. 13 points in this game.
At least I got 10 rebounds.
Now Diggin Smith. Pass to Taylor. Takes the 3.
I should have released that shit.
Offensive rebound.
I was not ready for that pass at all.
Cloud outside to the inside. Basket by Copper.
If it was like more rhythm, catch and shoot, probably would have been.
Now
But
here's
I
Diggin Smith.
hesitated, so
One of the key cogs in Washington's 2019 title run, Natasha Cloud.
I mean, she was huge. The Mystics get their first title with Cloud as the starting point guard. She's a bona fide clutch player, someone you want on the floor in big moments.
5 to shoot. Here's Williams. And she gets that one to go off the front iron.
Unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and she's heating up.
Timeout called the Mercury.
Yeah, the coaches seeing a lot of their shots miss the mark and figured it'd be a good time to draw something up, maybe get an easy look.
Yeah, all my coaches always had one go-to play that you just keep in your back pocket, and that's probably the one that the coach is drawing up here, trying to get their team an easy bucket out of this break.
I'm like, what is going on with the phone? Alright, let's get back to where it was.
Pass to Tarasi. Copper outside. Cloud.
Oh, I thought it was Cooper. I didn't know it was Copper.
Now Griner. Tries a three. Can't get it to drop. She's made 4 and just missed her for it.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game.
What's the weather been like, D?
Strong performances throughout.
As of late, like warm,
And it sets a
raining,
tone again and again. They're
humid,
pounding the defense and creating high
chilly,
percentage looks from close range.
And even
if
under
you're still
pressure
there.
and tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
Now here is Queen. 13 points in this game. Connects from 3-point range.
Her efficient scoring. A nice lift to their offense tonight.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Leah Copper for 3. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this
everything,
game.
like everything
brings
is
her up to 4 for 9.
Yeah, look, we know the story of the first quarter. She had trouble hitting any shots with any real efficiency, but in the second quarter, she's turned it around.
Now here is Lloyd. 7 points in the game. Right wing. Here's Taylor.
That's funny.
The shot's good on the assist by Jewel Lloyd.
Get your popcorn ready. Her performance from long range has been something to behold, something to admire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's been her shot today.
I'm about to say.
And that concludes the
That
first
went in,
half.
then hey.
Storm out in front, up 11. And
what
join
it
us
is.
right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
They still got more assists than we do, but I mean not by much. So
Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going in what has been a runaway of a game so far. Queen with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Quite simply, she's been terrific. This is just what they need from her.
And a double-double.
I'm trying though. I mean, I
one
just
half
need the rest of my
basketball.
teammates to
You can't
step
ask
up
for
to
anything more as a coach,
that way we can have a balance
teammate, or fan.
down scoring as opposed to like one player and then everybody else single digit points. I mean, I think it should be some
Here's Diggin Smith.
sort of balance, especially if there's assists going around. So
Outside
ISO
Lloyd.
ball.
Pass to Magvigor. Diggin Smith.
Or hero ball, as I think they like
Over
to call
Cloud. Diggin Smith.
So-
No good.
it. You know.
And here are the Mercury. They trail by 11. Copper outside. Reiner. Good, and the assist goes to Kalia Copper.
Another
I'd rather
bucket in
give
the
up that,
paint.
though.
That's just something they have
I mean,
not
'cause
been able to stop
the way they
today.
be
And if they want to win this game, they
launching
got to figure
threes
out
and
how to
making them.
stop it.
Yeah.
You know, Brian, I think it's
I'd rather
time
give
to
up the
switch
two.
things up on D. What they've got going on right now is not getting it done.
Puts one up from 19. The rebound by Brittany Griner.
How'd I miss
Shot
that?
was there for her. She had to take it. And I don't care if she didn't
Felt
convert.
it. Felt
She
like
should take
that
it again next time.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough
Injury.
opening to go for the
Great.
three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Ah, and something you never like to see, but guys, she definitely looks hurt.
And when you see a player have to come out of the game like this, I mean, I'm just hoping for the best.
Absolutely. Let's hope we get an update that tells us it's nothing major. That would be the best news.
Hope it's not
And the
serious.
Storm making a change here.
I mean, I've had players on this team get injured, and you know, it's not fun. So hopefully it's not like a. That's literally right when the playoffs is about to start after this game too. So they better not say, "Oh, out for the playoffs or out for the season." I'm going to be pissed. It's like I need everybody here. I know injuries happen. Yes, they do. But
Seattle in the
you
lead.
know, just need everybody there, like
Second
everybody
half of
possible.
basketball, just over a minute
Especially
played
against
so far.
Vegas.
Pass to Taylor from deep. And the Storm miss again.
Boy, coming out of halftime slow.
They're still in this game too. They ain't like up on them out. So
Here's Copper. Parked down low that time and got
Thank
hit
you.
with a 3-second call.
Big blunder there.
Thank you.
That cost them.
And a terrible time
Excuse me.
for it to happen when they're trying to cut down this lead.
Awful.
And the Storm with possession.
I didn't even know
Pass to
rain was in the
Holmes.
forecast.
Outside Lloyd. Fires for three. It's
Nice.
good from long range.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense.
Yeah,
That was
man,
their
I
ninth
really
straight
appreciate
point
you.
from beyond the arc.
Talk about a real one.
Copper outside. This one for three.
Carry.
And another make to her scoring column. Her 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5
Sweetheart,
for 11.
all that stuff.
And the Storm with possession. They've got a 9-point lead.
At least in my eyes, that's what I.
From
All right,
deep,
that's
Skylar
what I
against Smith. Offensive rebound, Storm. That
Nice
one
rebound.
falls.
One of the more energetic rebounders in the league, Ogumake refuses to be outworked on the glass.
Copper outside. Pass to Griner.
Good
Lou
defense.
Lloyd with the steal. Oh, and the fast break for the
No,
Storm.
don't shoot that. You can just
And
kept
it's
going to the
Holmes
basket.
missing. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Here's Copper. And
Yeah.
no good. Right side, Diggins Smith.
Yes.
Ogumake lays it up and banks
Great
it in.
pass, actually.
I think Agumake is just outplaying the defense, even with the contact she finds to finish inside.
Copper outside. The three is up. And again, Phoenix no good. Outside, Diggins Smith for three.
Sky.
She's now made half of her 10 shots in the game, and that's her 5th basket.
What a smooth play by
I don't even know how
Diggins
many
Smith.
she has. I gotta
Coming
check.
off the pick with all the space she needs.
Copper outside. Reiner
Just a
good,
mismatch.
and the assist goes to Leah Copper.
Well, she's been a bright spot in what has otherwise been
long as they ain't giving up
a little bit of a
threes.
struggle for this team.
Good.
Pass to Holmes. Ogumake. There's a screen. Fade away. Reiner with the rebound. And the Mercury with possession. It's a 14-point game. On the wing, Kalia Copper. Makes it off the glass.
We just love to see Copper turn on the Jets. When she's this hot, she
Crazy.
wants the ball every time, and she deserves it every time.
Here's Diggins Smith. She's got
Yes, sir.
12. Taylor, that's good.
Well, she shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. You know,
That
like we
is-
say,
I felt
she's
that.
been making music all day long.
Copper right side. Over Queen.
The
The
rebound.
offensive rebound. Pass to Copper. And they convert at
Anytime they
on
anytime they
attempt
get
number 3.
second chance,
Fantastic touch
second
from Copper there.
opportunity,
You can see
second
how locked
chance,
in she is scoring inside.
most likely gonna capitalize on
And
it.
here's
So
Holmes.
that's why it's always important to just grab
Now
that
Diggins
rebound the
Smith.
first time. Because with everybody collapsing, they get that offensive rebound, they kick it up for a wide
Not
open
there
three.
for it's her
Can't
6th
have
miss,
that.
and she is 5 for 11.
Well, offensively speaking, it has been a tough quarter for her.
Pass to
Not
Griner.
have that whatsoever.
Rossi outside. Griner with the screen. And it's
Off of
out of
them.
bounds. The Mercury able to retain possession here. Both teams will make
ball now.
substitutions.
That's what happens when I come back in the game. I was up 13, so we'll see. And,
Storm making a switch here.
up 10 at least.
Rossi outside. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Yeah, just can't get things going here as she falls to 20% shooting this quarter.
Pass to Russell. Queen up top. Shot clock at 6. That's a basket. It's her 8th from the field. 8 for 14 on the night.
After leaning on the three-point shot in the first half, they're starting to get away from it here in the second. More of their shots are coming from inside.
Pass to Taurasi. The three-pointer, no good.
She's gone cold, and I'm not sure she's their best option offensively as they look to cut this deficit.
And here's Queen. 24 points for her. That one, good for 2.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Much better game this time. Last game, I mean, the opponent is different.
Rossi with it.
Vegas is no joke, so.
From past the arc. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a
Great third quarter.
double-digit ball game. Storm out in front, up 11. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
I gotta see how many.
And we're getting underway.
How that third quarter was specifically. It's a good third quarter. They had a good third quarter too. To still like kind of hang around. So the first and third quarter was tied. First quarter was 17 all. Third quarter was 24 all. Fourth quarter, they could reminisce the second quarter. Both both odd number quarters was tied. Even number quarters.
In the fourth quarter, that scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how
Hopefully they
much
don't
things
cheat.
can change.
Start
Pass to
raining
Cunningham.
threes like crazy.
Kiki Herbert Harrigan on the wing. And here's Cloud. The 3-ball drops in the tray.
I should have never said
He has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
Now Holmes. Pass to Taylor. Herbert Harrigan grabs the board. Phoenix trailing here. Cloud with it. Back to Griner. That misses off the backboard. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Whitcomb sets a screen. Queen with the ball. Cloud picks her up. And it's Herbert Harrigan with the foul. That is her first foul of the game.
First team foul.
I was reaching. Let's see something real quick. Alright. Oh, snap. Alright. Let's check something real fast. Something I was looking for. Man. Let's continue.
Now Queen. Inside. Here's Ogumake. Out of bounds. It'll go to the
Here
Mercury.
we go. Let's start this.
Phoenix with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Loud outside. Pass to Cunningham. 5 on the clock. Reiner with the screen. The three. Offensive rebound. And she comes up with the deuce.
A matchup nightmare for many defenders in this league. Reiner's a creative offensive talent.
Shooting one.
It's not over
Now here's
until
Whitcomb.
whatever. To the final zeros.
Okay, outside. Pass to Taylor. Fades. Wow,
In and
pulls
out.
it in.
That's a shoot-around jumper. Absolutely no excuses for missing it.
Now Allen. On the wing, Rebecca Allen. Yes,
Right
and a
in the
nice
face, too.
assist from Herbert Harrigan.
They
I was
just
up
continue
12,
to
13
slash
now.
those threes. Eliminating the deep
Up
shot
2.
has to become priority
Just
number
like
one
that.
for this defense.
And the
Absolutely,
snap
Brian.
of a
You
finger.
can't keep giving up that many points behind the arc.
Now a timeout called by Seattle.
Try to get Williams and Ogumake. Try to get them going.
Here's Diggin Smith.
They got like 8 or 9 points each. Not each, but separate.
Pass to Williams. Down low.
Good pass.
Ogumake makes the bucket. He's now got
Great
5
pass.
field goals, 5 for 8 on the game.
You can't lose her on the screen. When Ogumake gets the ball, she's deadly.
Reiner inside. Tries again, and she takes it up and lays it in.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally, they got the run they needed to get back into this game.
I didn't think it was going to happen, Tim, but they have finally turned it on, and now they need stops.
Absolutely, need stops now.
Pass to Taylor. Goes back up. It's not going to
They
go
may miss
for
a
her.
layup.
Nice D that
Get
time
home,
from Kiki
rebound,
Herbert
and miss
Harrigan.
just that.
She's going to
That's
play
not
her
right.
way right onto the bench if she continues to shoot the ball like she has
That's
this
tight.
quarter.
Reiner, good.
And guys, after trailing for such a long time, they have to be feeling good about tying it up.
Hey, I mean, I would be. It's the fourth quarter, momentum on their side, ahead of steam. They should be feeling good.
What an end we've got coming.
Up top, Diggin Smith. It's over Cloud. Diggin Smith,
Now to make
no
those
good.
miss layups.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Pass to Griner. Loud outside to take the lead. It's rebounded by Seattle. Here's Taylor. Now here's Williams. From outside the arc. Griner with the rebound.
It could be so deflating to miss a wide open look
Tell you.
like that.
One thing.
Outside, Herbert Harrigan. The second effort. A nice shot by Griner.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it seems like it's come from inside the paint. Buckle up on defense.
Yeah, it's time to collapse down and make them shoot jumpers.
And there's the pick. From deep, Skylar Diggin Smith. And again,
Don't need to
it's the
rush
Storm
shots.
missing. Phoenix in the lead.
Let's go.
Here's Allen. Hits it from three-point range.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Williams sets the screen. To the inside. Gets it to drop, and she's now shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Oh, man, she is so good at making those lead passes.
And the Mercury call time here.
And the Mercury with possession. Here in the fourth, they've only allowed just 4 points. And the basket by Copper.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Pass to Taylor for 3. Doesn't go that time.
Something has gone wrong with her this quarter. She's going to have to get it together.
Diana Taurasi on the wing. Covered by Lloyd. Good on the bucket.
They have to guard all parts of the court against
Why are they
Taurasi.
doing this to
Once she crosses half court, she will score from anywhere.
Out to the right wing. Now here is Queen. He's covered closely. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
At the line for the Storm, Simone Taylor. 1 shot.
And they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer.
That one goes. Count it.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
And the Storm with possession. Queen with the ball. Inside. Here's Ogumake. And too long on the shot. To the middle. Reiner's shot is good.
She is showing a killer instinct this quarter,
This is
looking
the
to
worst time
extend
to
this
be
lead.
playing like this.
And it's the Storm with the ball. Trailing here by 8. They set a pick. Referee Neko Ogumake. Offensive board. Here's Holmes. Ogumake. Now Queen. Pass to Holmes. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Taylor. Yes, and it's Skylar Diggins-Smith with the assist that time.
She's certainly doing her part,
That
trying
right
to
there was
battle
needed
back into it.
because,
Rossi outside. And she converts the layup.
Highly proficient off the bounce. Taurasi making it look easy, but trust me, it's not.
Pass to Taylor. Yep, right through the net.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
On the wing, Kalia Copper.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Screen by Griner. Let's go with a 3. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Pass to Taylor. And the layup's good off the glass.
Tremendous find by Lloyd. She's really a combo guard, but she has point guard savvy. Senses when her teammates are open.
Copper outside. Cloud with it. Three-pointer. A rebound by Holmes. Seattle trailing here. Now here is Queen. Outside, Diggins-Smith. And it's all evened up.
That's what elite playmakers like Diggins-Smith do. They're just an evolving player that's dependable when you need her.
up by like 12 or 13. They took
Here's
the lead.
Copper.
They led by like 7. Now it's tied.
No good. Had a chance to end the run there. On the Taylor. There's the three.
No,
It's hauled in by Diana Taurasi. And they commit the intentional foul, and we'll see another one of those so that they can get into the penalty.
A smart foul there to try to extend the game.
Yeah, this isn't over, but the clock's as much of a problem for them as the score is right now.
They need some missed free throws.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third team foul. At the line for Phoenix, Natasha Cloud. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Excuse me.
And so both free throws good this time. And it's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there, and I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
And here's Nika from the arc. It's in! And she has brought them within 2 points.
Key hoop from Agumake.
Gotta
She's
miss
so
some free throws.
relaxed on the court. She's who you want to shoot it late. Big moments do not intimidate
At
her.
the line for Phoenix, Natasha Cloud. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Chance to tie it up here.
A three-pointer would do just that.
Defense knows that too.
Here's Taylor.
Of course.
Had a chance there.
Another L. Back-to-back L's.
And so it's Phoenix from straight by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and a fabulous finish as they waited until the very last moment to finally seal it.
And so many times we see these tight games won at home. That advantage, I think, played a factor here.
And that'll
I
wrap
hope they
it up.
didn't give Vegas number 1. Knowing them, they probably did. Wonder if we had most points in their team. Copper and of course Griner had, the most points there. Had some balance, but Jewel Lloyd just, I don't know what happened there. I guess, you're gonna have games like that. I did the best I could. I mean, I had 17 rebounds. If Lloyd played better, we probably would have won. Normally she don't play bad, but I guess those games happen. But I think that injury kind of hurt us, especially with the rebounding and stuff. Seemed like they was getting a lot of offensive rebounds. Yep, they rebounded us in general. Just I don't know what happened in the fourth quarter. Yeah, they scored 34 in the fourth, and all 34 of them points was needed for them. So kudos to them. It just sucks like when you're up um when you're up, what is it? Like I was up like 12, I think. Let me see. I think they should have one like a stat for like the biggest. Okay, so they was up 8. I was up 18 at one point and still lost. Just it happens, man. It happens. It just does. Lost to LA by 5. I got blown out by Vegas, and then I lost to um, Phoenix. So it happens, man. It happens. Let's see what the. Okay, so I still finished first. I mean, despite losing the last 3. So I'll be the number 1 seed. Was it 4 teams from each? Yeah. So even though Indiana and New York had records under 500, they still got in the playoffs. Even with Minnesota, um, it's 19 and 21. Hey. It sucks. Cause it's like you want to win, you know, your games, especially the going into the postseason. You don't want to like be limping in, losing your game and stuff, cause that could kind of like mess with the momentum. Oh wait, let me see. Let's see, 27 and 11, 15, 16, 13, 11, 8, 7, 5, 5, 4. So that ain't in too well for us. Unfortunately, I mean, even though we lost and all of that, um, it's okay. It's all right. I'm gonna do a quick, probably gonna do like one run with the trucking and then end it. Cause that's something I did say earlier when I was live in the afternoon. So, do the last 2 games of the regular season and then, so I'm trying to remember where I left off at though. We'll find out. I think I had to go. I would have dropped something off because I know I had to get rest or something, but we're gonna find out. We're going to find out. Where's my notepad at? Because I had something written down. Okay. Go to the prefabricated house factory. Alright. Alright, let's do this. And 16. 17. There's a gas station right here? started going at the same time I did, right into me. So we ain't gonna be having that. You know what I'm saying? So, give moderator, please. Well, I'll say this to the last person that said that. I don't do that to people I don't know. But it's not like a you know, to sound whatever, but it's just that's just me. I don't just give out, you know, stuff like that to people I don't know. Cause I don't know what they're gonna, you know, do. So yeah. Appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate, you know, the support and everything. I truly do. But when it comes to that, I don't just give it out to just anybody, you know. So hopefully that's understood. You know what I mean? Just gotta be. Just gotta be careful these days. So you know. Construction location near Fleetwood State Park. So yeah, I'm just gonna probably do a quick run here, and then after this, after I drop this off, I'm probably gonna end it, and then pick back up tomorrow or, you know, later on today, whatever. So.
Man, it's great to hear from you. I'm doing well. Just cruising down the highway, you know.
That's what I like to hear. So word of the street is that you landed a job with Horizon Transport. Congratulations, kid.
Thanks. I've been working hard, just trying to follow my dad's footsteps.
Your dad, he was one of the best truckers I've ever known. I know he's looking down on you, proud as can be.
I appreciate that. I really do.
Now listen, Nate. I know I'm repeating myself, but I want you to know, if you ever need any help or advice out there on the road, you can call me day or night. I'm always here for you.
Thanks, Clint. That means a lot. It's not easy out here, but knowing you've got my back, it's a big deal.
You bet, kid. You're cut from the same cloth as your dad. You've got the heart of a trucker, and I know you'll make him proud. Now remember, keep that ring on and always keep one eye on the horizon.
Got it. Thanks again. I'll be sure to stay in touch.
You better. I'll hunt you down myself. Take care, Nathan. Don't forget, there's a whole family of truckers out here to have your back.
I won't forget. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
I know the limit is like 50, but out stuff to people. I don't know. So, on that note, that's gonna do it. Appreciate everybody for coming through, man. I'm definitely gonna pick back up on this Saturday at some point, probably in the evening. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing in the day. So appreciate everybody for stopping by, hanging out for a little bit. Appreciate Yvonne for coming through. Appreciate Edie for coming through. Emmeline, appreciate you for coming through. And of course, Eve, it's always a pleasure. You know, I'll be hitting you up on the back end and you know, keeping in contact and stuff like that. But until next time, which will be, you know, in the evening at some point, hope everybody, you know, continues to have a safe Saturday, a safe weekend. Continue to stay encouraged, continue to be blessed, and I'll see y'all on the next one.